A lot of star seeds, light workers, healers, and spiritually awakened souls talk about something called remembrance. But what is remembrance? How do you remember, like, your soul's purpose, what you came here for, and how does that work? And what are we remembering anyways? You know that feeling when you walk into a room, maybe you were in your living room and you walk to your kitchen, and you came to your kitchen to get something, and then you get there and you're like, fuck, I can't remember what I came here for. And so you stand there for a minute and you're like trying to remember, and then you're like, fuck, I'll remember it eventually. So you walk back to your living room. And the moment you go back into your living room, you remember, you're like, oh shit, that's exactly what I came to the kitchen to get. And so you head back there and you get it and done. Simple. This happens to everyone. It's some form of spatial memory that humans experience, and it's weird. And we've all gone through it at least once in our life, right? Earth is like that. The place you were before you were on Earth, when you were there, wherever that was, you made a decision. You made a decision that you would come to Earth to accomplish a certain number of things. Maybe part of that was soul growth. Maybe part of that was to learn lessons. Maybe part of that was to shift the frequency of the planets, or to just come along for a ride with a friend. Maybe you came for the food. Maybe you came for nature. Maybe you came to support Mother Gaia. Maybe you came to support a friend that was here that had forgotten. I don't know why you came, but here's how we can remember. Just like when you go to the kitchen and you forget why you went to the kitchen, and you go back to the other room and that's when you remember. What we can do is we can access the energy of who you were and where you were before you were born, before this world told you who you had to be, before the amnesia set in and you forgot what you were doing here. And the way that I found to do that is to use the 13 chakra system. You know how we have the 7 chakras, root to crown? Well, there's more chakras to that. Lots more. There's hundreds depending on which school of thought you engage with. But specifically, there's a couple of chakras right above and right below the main 7. And they leave these off all of the chakra charts because when you tap into these chakras, most notably the Earth Star chakra below the root and the Soul Star chakra, those chakras are just outside of the human experience. So they don't receive the blockages and distortions that we get from trauma and negative programming and the belief systems that we pick up in this life. As a result, those chakras still contain the original essence of who you are, who you were before this world told you who to be. They also contain the memory of exactly why you chose to come here. We can use this to go in and explore the purpose, the meaning, exactly what you came here for, what that mission is, what it looks like, and the steps you need to take in this lifetime to become that person, to embody that energy, and to build something real and tangible that aligns with that inner purpose. I call this your source code soul blueprint. So if you're ready to unpack your source code, activate it in each of the 13 chakras, bring this back to full embodiment and work through all of the patterns and programs and self-sabotage cycles and everything else that holds you back, then go to the link in my bio, come to the training I'm doing this week. We're going to dive into breaking these cycles over the course of about 90 minutes. And I've also got a lot of great resources in our community that are available to you to start this work on your own. If you want my support to walk with you through this journey, you can dive in and get on a call with me and we can explore that too. So you know where to go to get involved, but one thing is very clear right now. There has been no greater time where it was of greater importance for humanity to remember, for those who came here with purpose, to remember exactly why and what and who they are. So I'll see you there on the flip side. Let's create the life that you love, the purpose that you came for, and build a earth that resonates for all of humanity.